supplies should you buy?
Don't know the escape route?
Don't panic.
The answer's here. Bang knows.
Huh?
Bang knows. Bang who knows?
When I was 15, the thought of an apocalypse never troubled me. The only thing I couldn't give up, even in the face of the world's end, was the sunset on that beach. Watching the sun gently slide into the water's embrace, or fireworks dancing on the canvas of the night sky. Even if tomorrow weren't better, it wouldn't be worse, I thought. When you're reading this letter, I imagine much has changed. Whether it's yourself or the world.
Starry night. Starry night. A loving mother. A flame-eating father. Look up. Cherish both her luminous love and caring, his wrath and cruelty. Yet the Father, devouring all flame and glare, never graced the sky. Starlight Night Transformation! It's a promise. Let's protect our home together.
Right, oh, let's get into it. We're not gonna be doing the side quest this time. We jump right into... Well, actually, did I do the errands for the day? I did, yes. So, we go. Talks to Wise. Call for the mayor. Let me turn up the volume a little bit, because I turned it down before. Should I put my music on? Sure, let's put some some music on. Just a second. Conditioner that. Starting to actually create a VTuber playlist. It's a bit limited right now, but actually I want to add some.
There are exactly two
No.
space stations in
That-
orbit.
That is not the one that I want to click. Let's go for yeah, let's go with some chill. I'll put it at low volume though. Yeah, good. Now we are ready. Just looking for a message from someone. His face turning serious. The kind of look that says, "Here comes another tough job." Proxy and sister are telling you to turn and walk away. No, we need the commissions. Good time. Have the form. Messengers give me a call when both of siblings are together. Official message from the mayor usually means something big is about to happen. Sure, we couldn't look him right. Well, yes. Someone from the Darvis searched through the encrypted line. After a few seconds of whispering white noise, a familiar image and voice emerged from the audiovisual device.
Hey kids, I trust you've been well.
Sure.
The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and since Wi-Fi Peninsula is also a major production area for porcelain ore, I imagine the air quality there isn't so great.
The air city isn't there.
The city's air isn't great, but the real concern is the miasma still spreading through Wi-Fi Peninsula. Do you have any plans to handle it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some pleasantries before diving into the main topic.
No, fuck that, give us the info.
But enough small talk. I'm calling about the continued threat of the miasma and the danger still posed by the Exaltists. Miasma is a natural byproduct within the Hollows, a unique form of ether that causes more severe corruption effects than ordinary ether, producing even more powerful ethereals and sacrifices. That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon, but the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural seepage could produce.
It's because of the Exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices, which has caused miasma to spread rapidly within the Hollow.
That's right. From thwarting the Exaltists' plan to seize control of Wi-Fi Peninsula to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the Exaltists' influence in the region.
Well, we didn't exactly dismantle Porcelumex, we just took out the evil leaders. But yeah, the Exaltists, they still exist and they are still a thing.
But the Exaltists' actions are still harming the people of Wi-Fi Peninsula, and the miasma in Lemnian Hollow shows no sign of letting up.
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you both this time. The opportunity to root out that evil once and for all has finally arrived.
See?
Porcelumex's co-chief executive officer Ferox secretly allied with the Exaltists to carry out unlawful hollow experiments, seriously endangering the safety and interests of Wi-Fi Peninsula's citizens and businesses. I'll spare you all the official jargon, but in short, Porcelumex's influence and control over Wi-Fi Peninsula have been significantly restricted. But
investigations and operations by the city government in Waifei Peninsula are still being hindered because another major player has rolled in. A defense force unit, led by Major General Lorenz, has been deployed to Waifei Peninsula over the past few days, imposing temporary military control to investigate Porcelumex and contain the Exaltist threat.
What up? Defense force.
The Defense Force wasn't involved with the issues in Waifei Peninsula before. So why'd they show up now?
Waifei Peninsula is a key porcelain production area, after all, and has always been a highly contested prize amongst the city's various official powers. Besides protecting the city, everyone is eager to claim a bigger share of the wealth and influence it provides.
Of course.
Major General Lorenz is no easygoing man. Ruthless would be the mildest way to describe him when it comes to achieving his goals. According to my sources, he has a close personal relationship with Porcelumex's other co-chief executive officer, Lucro, and the two often work together. With Ferox's downfall, Lucro secured Lorenz's support by offering him a share of Waifei Peninsula's interests. Having the backing of a Defense Force Major General would greatly benefit his dealings within TOPS.
Sounds like a power struggle between TOPS and the Defense Force. But where exactly is this opportunity to take out the Exaltist remnants?
According to the action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city, eradicate the Exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their most legitimate reason for deploying to Waifei Peninsula.
Okay.
Of course, I don't believe Lorenz is only there to dutifully protect the city, but with Porcelumex and the Defense Force already muddying the waters, a heavy-handed move by the municipal government could turn the conflict into a turf war over interests. I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more important than short-term gains. That's why neither the city government nor Yunque's summit can act directly this time. But for you, Phaethon,
We'll do your dirty work then.
Yes, Phaethon. A legend among proxies. An outlaw of the underground. The last disciple of a secret research institute. Mayor Mayflower's wondrous right hand. The one who saved the Void Hunter from the brink of collapse. It's my time to shine again, right?
to be honest, I won't need all those people helping me. But you're right. It's time for the protagonist to take the stage. I spotted the name Obel Squad on the Defense Force's unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you. I believe they could be a trustworthy source of support. Their commanding officer this time is Miss Isolde, who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists in Porcelumex. I assume you're already well acquainted with her.
So we'll be taking part in the operation against the Exaltists as proxies working with the Defense Force?
Exactly. But the title proxy won't fly in the Defense Force's operational report. You'll be introduced as Special Holotech Advisors and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations during your visit with the Defense Force.
Sure, whatever.
Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult-to-remember titles, but sometimes those titles can come in handy. Though I have to say, the ones you came up with a moment ago did sound a lot cooler.
Nice. And you got nothing else?
By the way, we came across a few scattered clues about our teacher in the last mission, but we still didn't make any real headway.
There's still no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, you're still free to pursue her whereabouts as you see fit. I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolde in advance. The specific plans and arrangements will be up to you two to discuss with Isolde and Obel Squad. Well, I have official duties to attend to, and you both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief. Once again, I wish you the best of luck.
You know, this house Defense Force looks like this job won't be easy. We don't have any trouble, that's a given. Team of Scovelskot again. Clear 111 and Stricker will be happy to see you, right, bro? Maybe. Because a couple of new accounts we've crossed paths before. But before heading out, maybe we should let the Excellency Fu and the others know. here. Shit, there she is. Next big tube. Yeah. All knowing blah blah blah. The mayor conducts me in that advantage. Okay. It seems that really is why we're here. We summoned this good terms with the mayor, so we can't get directly in front of the defense force officers, which means I have no choice but to stand my talented student. If yours is available, Shamina shoots this least for the exotics play dirty and the defense force throws its weight around. You're neither skilled enough nor strong enough to deal with either of them alone. Well, thank you for the vote of confidence. Fuck. That's why you'll have to act with utmost caution. Your own safety has to come first before you try to help anyone else. Okay. So you make it better, could not rest here tonight and then go take care of whatever need to do. Well, drop you. Just give me your shift's name. Calibrate the HD device. 10% of table, spend some time chatting with your senior brothers and sisters before the rest. The night has already fallen. What up? We are meeting up with Obo Squad tomorrow morning. The coordinates are in the Lemnian Hollow. Meeting in Hollow? Link up. During the operation, afterward, we are to return to their base together. Supposedly, it's meant to help us work more smoothly with Oval Squad and the test capabilities as the mayor's special envoys. Let's see. And the afternoon during the HDD device. It's a hollow deep dive, by the way. It's pretty much done. Should take it easy and rest up for tomorrow's operation. Let's go then. We are immersive storytelling now. Do not go gently to that good night. Alright. A tree made of arid creepers and voices in Mega's memory.
The Hollow hit city center out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
Have you?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid. This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad. Requesting backup.
Oh shit, got fucked.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad. Requesting backup.
You are fucked.
Fall back, Orpheus.
Fall back. No. No. We have to kill it. Whatever it takes.
Get back! I'm from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone. We can still save them. And the civilians, they're right behind us. We can't back down. We cannot fall back.
So, is this the end? Revenge. Against what? The Hollow? Against everything.
Interesting.
I've already lost everything.
Captain? Captain Magus? Nagus? Nagus, were you dreaming again?
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory module.
So, were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the Meta School to enlist, Orphe.
What can I say? My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. And I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty. And stop eavesdropping on me.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep talking again. But given how you're always right behind me, it's kinda hard not to overhear.
It's not sleep talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal
Whatever she did.
Self-diagnostic mode.
Yes, Captain Magus. I swear, I'll never eavesdrop on your, whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
Still, it's strange. I actually overslept today. I mean, my self-diagnostic ran longer than expected. It feels like some kind of bad omen.
Are intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is
Well, after
the
dynamic
one
transfer.
thought that I can actually rely on. Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Just sort of Bounty. I've been waiting here for you. It's funny that the Ale has a bigger, higher rank than her. The sniper to wait here alone. That's not how national troopers should operate, Orphe. But you were the one who woke up late. Told you. It's necessary system 6 and maintenance. No. Getting into position near to cover the squid maze is part of a sniper's job too, isn't it? Let's head to the operation briefing before the colonel scolds anyone in the mobile squad for being late. So. She's cute. Anyway. That's what a symbol. Captain Magus. After those times, 11 remain disciplined and focused. That's what you call a model soldier. Which is also autistic as fuck. That is not like an insult, that's like established in the lore. And I'm a soldier. You see, you're a soldier too. We joined Scott's seat, they didn't be anything or Scott. Like their memory somewhere in the past, something about being in the Scouts. I wasn't busy taking care of Seed, Senior. I'd absolutely be an honored member. Captain, got about 12-13 push-ups. It was the time before we collect for the operation briefing, depending on whether we're doing them on or to do. Sorry at the operation briefing, or we'll be punished as problem squad members before we even get the chance to become the honor class. Well, let's get to it then. Hello, Isolde. Special Oval Squad gathered around the common table.
Good morning, everyone.
Oh.
Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltis stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumex, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltis communication hubs within the Hollow. However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon. The first shot of this battle will be fired by Obel. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations?
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. Colonel.
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting Obel Squad. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Obel Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow.
Working overtime, trying to finish this in time. Got myself into this mess. Can I really pass this test? Yeah, X, Y, Z. Teach me how to breathe.
The Exaltists have long plagued Wi-Fi Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Blitz Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel support for all units on the ground. Operation codename Blitz and Aegis. Obel Squad, gear up and get ready!
Obel Squad reporting in. We are at the target hollow.
Hello.
Usual.
And Orphan Monks are revealed they can unleash different aftershock attacks based on the energy and recover bodily bodily mode special attack. Each charge. Currently the whole squad zeroed in. Which boosts exactly this, okay?
Blitz Squad in position.
Just let's drive! Aegis Squad, report your position. Do you copy?
Oh, that works.
We're en route with the chopper. ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Blitz Squad's 3 o'clock.
Primary objective, rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
Must be someone pretty important if they've got Obel Squad handling the pickup.
They're very powerful, but also a very nice person.
Oh,
What sort of person are they exactly?
Let's save the chit-chat for after the mission. Stay focused on the battle.
Yeah, they'll find out.
The envoy and escort team are inside the building up ahead.
By the way, why are we meeting inside the Hollow?
Captain Magus is all about action. She prefers getting to know our partners in live combat scenarios rather than listening to someone introduce them.
That works. Hello.
At least, that's what Colonel Isolde said.
You're making me sound like I'm some unreasonable, clueless kid or something.
Really? I just hope the captain doesn't end up chewing out the envoy later.
Freely first.
Hello.
We've successfully rendezvoused with the target. Now, let me take a look at Colonel Isolde's intel report. Captain Magus, this is the Special Hollow Technology Consultant, the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations, as well as the...
Wait, didn't Isolde say there was only one target? How many people are we talking about here?
Hey everyone, forget the titles. Why don't you all just call me Proxy? So this is the amazing Miss Phaethon that Trigger and Soldier 11 were talking about. Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
I know who you are. You must be the infamous Phaethon they mentioned, right?
Trigger was definitely talking about the renowned Miss Phaethon.
Usually, only heroic characters are described as renowned. For villains, it would be...
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on the side of villains too.
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with Opal Squad.
That's fine, I don't care.
I'm an old-timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside the military. Especially someone from, well, the underworld, like you.
Well, then you get to deal with it.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret. I have to admit, that sounds pretty cool.
Sure, I've heard stories of your accomplishments, but don't mistake that for me seeing you as a hero. Everyone walking the city has their own purpose, especially someone with a complicated background like you. But I hope your goals won't interfere with Opal's mission, or violate the Defense Force's principles. Otherwise...
I'm doing my shit.
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I'd say we're on the same side.
I hope so.
Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission. After all, we're still deep inside the Hollow, surrounded by Exaltists.
Regardless of your position, if you get things done, that's not bad in my book.
Fair.
Next, I'll briefly outline the mission objectives and explain the role that Phaethon will play in this operation. As an expert Hollow guide, or a proxy, Phaethon will use the current map intel and Hollow data to chart the most efficient route for us, Opal Squad.
Sorry, I need to go to the next song, because, well, actually, I need some faster songs. I'm gonna go to a metal playlist. Dodie is super cute and all, but it's not the vibe for today. Let's go with this one. Yes. Also, I'm being spammed by sponsorships. We ignore those right now. Okay. Let's keep running.
At the same time, we'll provide cover for Phaethon as the proxy collects Hollow data and monitors the changes and activity of the miasma.
We've got plenty of trained scouts in the military. Can a proxy with no combat experience really handle such an operation?
You'd be surprised.
Captain Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the proxy has combat experience working alongside Trigger and Soldier 11. Sharper, more precise, and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the proxy. I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad members.
If no other squad members or Isolde have any objections, that wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind, Proxy.
We continue. Hello.
There are more enemies than we expected.
Then that means more targets. Well, get all that done.
Enemy reinforcements spotted to the northwest. Speed and the others should be okay, right? The fastest way to get comms back is to disable the nearby jamming devices. Feels like the miasma around us is getting thicker. Ether activity is rising around us. Watch out for stronger enemies.
Please do not abort.
I'm not ready. Let's provide cover fire.
We did the bird. Now you get the tail. Oh, hello, and a guardian.
We're circling right above the enemy, Captain.
Searching for the mission target.
It's been
Seed. After basically 40th, Dutch counter quick assistant for or press attack to attack with falling battle slaughter. Sufficient seal starts. Press basic attack after falling battles slaughter to have serious downfall and massive damage. Okay, so combo then fuck them up. I see.
Aegis Squad has reached the LZ. Blitz Squad, do you copy? For when?
I've been on standby for
Comms seem to be jammed. Is Seed Senior's comm system still working?
No, the speaker's all buzzy with static.
Let's clear the nearby enemies first, then regroup with the Captain ASAP. Don't go darting ether vision at— I wonder if the proxy, the envoy and the captain have met up safely.
Oh, hello.
Let's paint this place red with your firepower.
Seems that they are
The
getting
area's all clear
correct.
now. All those annoying pests. Good riddance.
Fucking Roomba
Come in, Blitz Squad.
ass thing is
Do you
this.
copy?
Oh my god.
Seems that annoying signal interference is still floating around in the air.
The enemy control room is just ahead. It's packed with communications gear.
After I get back, yeah, I think I'm gonna take a nap in the cup.
Find the temperature.
Aegis Squad, come in.
Agents reporting in. We need you loud and clear, Captain.
We just shut down the enemy's jamming.
What's ultimate?
transmission terminals inside the control room.
Roger! New objective! Shut down the ether transmission system!
Shut it down.
Remote support. In position.
Get back.
The ether transmission system has been shut down.
Great! That cuts off the supply of miasma.
Eliminate the remaining enemies. Blitz Squad has finished clearing out the remaining enemies.
Yeah, I already did that.
Roger! Aegis Squad has successfully secured a
Those things look like coffins. They're kind of creepy.
What's a coffin? It's a thing where people are laid to rest.
Sid.
Laid to rest? Oh, you mean like Sid Senior?
Cringe. Obscura. Report. Yeah. Listen to. Let's just check what that is. That's. Meanwhile, bang booby, bang booing. That relics is going to be suspicious. Not something I'm used to. Saying that different for something in some information. You'll get the intel when you need to know. For now, let's get. Motherfucker. I need it now. Not different. I've been. Blah blah blah. Hello. What's here? I'm not sure if this part of the mission, but you know what? Let's do it anyway.
The unknown device. Now analyzing. Network communication structure detected.
These devices are interconnected, probably forming part of a larger equipment array. By cracking part of the data, we can locate the other devices.
Looks like Proxy's quite the skilled hacker.
Hackermans.
You're amazing, Proxy!
You're not secretly hacking it.
Yeah, I'm super good. Oh, I was sure that there would be something here. I guess not. Yes.
are ether reactors made by Portholumix. Not gonna lie, they look pretty ominous.
Portholumix? That's the company working with the Exaltists, right?
Not everyone in the company is bad. Hopefully.
We'll see about that.
Even if they're not all bad, Funny still played a part in this.
That might be true. But most ordinary employees were probably acting under pressure or coercion, right?
Sure.
And what about you? Were you forced or pressured into becoming a proxy?
None of your business. Stack tropicals. Clear them. So how do we clear them? Explosions?
This is the only route Blitz Squad can take.
The mission went without a hitch. Great work, everyone.
I think I'm
And thanks to the envoy for all her hard work, too. You were also amazing in battle. I was just doing my duty.
Still can't get past this, like, Roomba Segway ass piece of thing. Whatever.
Huh?
Seed, you've met them before.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
You're Seed, right? It's been a while. We met briefly during the Portholumix investigation.
I remember. Oh, Seed Senior says he remembers too. Shh, he's asleep right now, so he can't talk to you himself. But according to Seed Senior, you're someone who can be trusted. Someone worth trusting.
Okay.
Well, to be honest, it was Trigger and Soldier 11 who told Seed Senior first. And then Seed Senior told me.
What's exactly your... Are you an amalgamation of some sort?
Seed Senior? Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech. Seed Senior is an intelligent construct, totally different from exoskeleton-based vehicles like mechs.
Oh?
You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. You must be
What the
quite
fuck?
knowledgeable in this field. Did you attend classes properly back in school, Proxy?
Maybe.
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical school.
Sounds like a lie.
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
So do you.
The Defense Force, or rather, Obel Squad's comms channel, always seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
Birds of a feather flock together, as they say.
The Proxy wasn't complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Being able to tune into both Seeds and Soldier 11's wavelength at the same time. I have to say, you really are something special.
Sure.
Wavelength? Are Seed and Soldier 11 intelligent constructs too?
He's going to say that they are not intelligent, but let's say.
Still, winning over these girls might be easy. But as their commanding officer, I have to assess you with the utmost caution.
You do you.
All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, we're still in the middle of a battlefield here. Although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, it seems all that's left are supplies they didn't have time to evacuate with. We came up empty on both the location of the Exaltists' main base and the research data you were looking for, Proxy.
The most efficient way to move such a large amount of supplies in a short time would be through spatial fissures. The Exaltists have been operating in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. They must have access to fissure coordinates that the Defense Force doesn't know about. But no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Phaethon's skills are like magic. Sounds way more impressive than a carrot.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway, you're confident you can catch up with them, right?
I got this. Inside those devices, those are all sacrifices?
Fate, confirm the number of enemies.
Locking onto hostile targets. There's 80 total. Put that in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Now we're all clear. Oval Squad. All enemies eliminated.
The rest of everybody in the structure base. In the exiled captives. Oh.
The rambling old man is a little seed's trophy.
The final sacrifice is about to begin.
King exiledists.
How can swirling dust compete with a blazing fire?
Do all the Exaltists talk like this? It's really hard to understand.
Oh, pretty much to do.
Seed, make him shut up.
Foolish unbelievers!
Hey, Seed Senior. You gotta be careful with how you treat prisoners.
No.
They've done more than enough harm. Being gentle isn't exactly a priority.
Why cannot I agree with him?
What sets these Exaltists apart from typical villains is their fanatical devotion to the Creator. That often drives them to act unpredictably. Even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason, the miasma remains essential to them. If we follow that trail, it could very well be the weakness that brings them down.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deadly poison corrupting new Eridu, aiding and abetting its destruction. Let's see if they stay so devoted when confronted with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
That's the thing about fanatics. They don't fucking care.
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, not every member is guilty. Many innocent civilians were deceived into joining.
No, punish them all, but not as harshly. Don't kill them all.
In other words, not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
We've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending them?
Nope.
I know how to throw around grand quotes too. Like no snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible.
Yeah, that's best as well.
You're awfully sympathetic towards these scumbags. Perhaps because you're one of them.
Go fuck yourself.
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon. Specifically, the section designated for Magus.
Huh? How come no one told me about it?
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale. That's what you taught us, Captain Magus.
I don't consider them a comrade. At least not yet.
I give very few fucks.
Whether we're allies who can rely on each other, or simply partners with our own suspicions, let's stick to our duties, Captain Magus.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Phaethon.
There is something urgent.
There's a critical piece of intel that needs our immediate attention. What just emerged from the Obscura is a bioweapon created by the Exaltists, known as a sacrifice. These Obscura, and the factories that produce them, are scattered throughout Lemnian Hollow.
No, not just Lemnian Hollow. According to the data from Porcelumex and the intel Commander Isolde has gathered, there are a large number of Obscura placed throughout Yphae Peninsula. Over 300 of them.
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian Division could deal with that many monsters.
The entire Obsidian Division would just end up as monster food.
We have to get this information to Command immediately. The Exaltists' actions may be far more dangerous than we had anticipated.
I thought this information was already known and told Isolde.
No, that's not right. Although I did come across Obscura shards tainted with sacrifice energy, there's still no solid evidence to confirm that the sacrifices and Obscura are directly connected. The Obscura devices I saw in Phylum Heights didn't all carry traces of sacrifice energy either. More importantly, creating a creature as powerful as the sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether. There's no way the Exaltists have access to such an immense supply of ether and miasma.
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu long ago.
Phew. Good thing the bad guys we're dealing with this time aren't that powerful. Yet.
Hey, did you two completely forget that courage is a soldier's greatest virtue?
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
Also, it's fine to defeat an easy enemy. Then there's no shame in that.
The proxy has a point. But there's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Yphae Peninsula. We need to organize thorough inspections and patrols as soon as possible. Obsidian Division has already mobilized outside Lemnian Hollow. Those Exaltist rats will soon meet their end.
Oh, watch out for a last-ditch counterattack. They won't go down without fighting, I suppose. What the fuck is this translation?
A fanatic's last stand is often the most ferocious. Everyone, stay sharp and proceed with caution.
After spending over a decade in the military, I understand that all too well.
Good.
What Captain Magus meant to say was, thanks for the heads up, Proxy.
That's not what I meant.
It was. Fucking tsundere tail. Even the proxy's eyes couldn't produce darkness. The military operations. Yeah, that's one of the big bads. You have to provide cover for the aggressive return. Every action leads to us closer to meeting our Lord. Everything for the creator later, sir. But the defense forces, overwhelming numbers, they can handle us slightly with what little strength we have left. Don't need to act of victory. Our mission is to buy time. Sacrifice is infallible. Fortunately, the defense force is exactly driven by the noble duty they claim to uphold. Does she know something we do? As long as the overseer completes the job, then we've already won. The creator refining. Typical for this shit. With the creator refining. The Sarah is probably gonna fuck off and we'll fight another day, but we'll see. or Seagate's role in space operations. This will be our staging for the upcoming mission. But there seems to be way more people at the base today. Some sort of operation being coordinated. Anyway, let's report back to Isolde first. Talking about before that, I will run a set of ads so I don't get pre-rolls on Twitch because Twitch be twitching. And I will take a tulpa, so you will not lose anything. You should do stretch and get some water or a beverage of your choice. Alright, we're back. Hello. Just see the triggers and that excuse me to come to my been in for a hell of a way. This is something pretty basic. We'll start it out. Pure talent. Okay. I guess. Yeah, let's talk to Isolde.
All in all, the scouting mission was a success. Oval Squad took no casualties. Against our firepower, those Exaltist lunatics didn't stand a chance. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy. Though credit goes to Commander Isolde's flawless planning.
The proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11 said. And just like all those rumors on Internet.
we are the main character.
Since when have you been visiting sketchy sites like Internet behind my back?
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltus scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltus base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash. What worries me are those Obscura and the sacrifice creatures.
Well, we dealt them.
Search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You focus on the mission inside the hollow. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. All this might just be a diversion by the Exaltists. By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the hollow was top-notch as always. How's working with Obel? Has Captain Magus been giving you any trouble?
He's in but being an insufferable asshole. Yeah, I'm gonna out that motherfucker.
I'll have to think about that. I remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military-grade high-energy lasers.
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy. I'm a straight shooter.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough.
Stop being a little bitch. But
She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me. And her military-grade high-energy laser is definitely reassuring.
All right. Without the proxy support, our operation wouldn't have gone this smoothly.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away and everyone makes nice.
no.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a proxy? Why not join the military, earn a proper rank, and truly protect New Eridu?
And now you just shit talk me again. If I want to join the military, yeah, maybe I would have done it already. Shut the fuck up, Tail.
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
Exactly.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy, how many unqualified civilians have you led straight into danger within the Hollows? And how many shady Hollow Raiders have you guided to dirty money?
I don't do that shit.
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side, but a lot of people are forced into it. They have to avoid the light and just try to survive in the shadows. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes? Is your defense force really so perfect? Every single person?
Yeah, how many people did you kill deliberately when Hollow Zero appeared? The red blinks.
Alright, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Sure, whatever.
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Get fucked.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you. Would you mind coming with me later?
Can I say no? Also, this one, Seed, she is a peculiar creature. This one, let's go with that. Isn't it a good part, right?
The Major General wants to see me? That can't be good.
Relax. I'll be with you.
It would seem that we have no choice, so we shall proceed. Agent, sir. Spanish General's guest has arrived. Please follow me. The Major General's tent is just beyond this tunnel. Okay, whatever. You follow the adjutant's leader and head to with Isolde in the Major General's tent on the other side of the tunnel. Okay.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel's squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Waifei Peninsula, known as Obscura, which may pose a significant threat.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you. Just make sure I get results.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. I'm really glad I found you back then. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. I'm pragmatic, but I always make sure my subordinates are treated fairly.
Okay, that is lore that may become relevant in the future. Found you on the front lines. Keep that in mind, chat. Keep that in mind.
This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Waifei Peninsula. So this mission is one we cannot afford to fail.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest. Isolde, the person beside you.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special
The
Envoy
fucking
for
title.
Military Operation, Bell.
Welcome to Waifei Peninsula, Ambassador Bell.
I've been in Waifei Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple. Ah, Yunquei Summit. Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents, an infamous proxy, getting involved in Defense Force business?
For reasons.
Bell was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower, sir. She's here to assist and oversee the Defense Force's operation.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunquei Summit had shown up in person, perhaps I'd consider that worthy. And as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir,
fucking power place.
This has nothing to do with the main force's operations or command. All part of the agreement to keep the city council from meddling with our military affairs in Waifei Peninsula. Which, I imagine, suits you just fine?
Of course. Your
Blah 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 diplomacy.
right on point, Colonel. This whole operation is running smoothly, thanks to you. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the mayor, it's only right that I give you a proper welcome. Unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance. So I'm afraid I can't escort Bell to the more refined venues in the city for a proper celebration, at least for now. Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Bell's external communications and movements beyond
What the fuck?
must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a guest.
Major General, the mayor and Yunquei Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order, Colonel.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Waifei Peninsula. Typical corporate parasites. Always know how to adapt and survive. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest, Isolde.
Let's go, Madam Ambassador.
You came here to help, and this is how it. Yeah, this shit's fucked, yo. Life the military comes with its fair share of rules and. I know, as someone who was conscripted to the Finnish army, I know that one, but still, what the fuck? Major Lieutenant was decorated officer during the fall of the old capital 11 years ago, and was promoted to a general after its fall. Over the years, he's been known for his rather overbearing conduct. It'll be dishonest to say I like his style, but working under him has definitely given me a lot of opportunities, access, allowing me to investigate the truth behind the fall of the old capital. Well then, yeah, tell me about my old teacher. Anyway. To be exact, the cause behind my squad's failure back then. Magus has been, or was it Magus, whatever, has always been concerned about it. Get off that. But the point is, you can count on us. Whether it's Obel Squad or any other Obsidian Division soldier, we'll give everything to protect you. After briefing, the military option is all takes a leave. Take up rule. All the difference for generals is unpleasant. I think we'll attend the gathering next. Restriction going on and contacting us as well. What is be a prisoner? I imagine like I'll ask the AI that Phaethon has, like the fairy, and she'll just hack the fuck out. We're down to Zubin the Pearl for a quick break. This should help us, right? Attempt to return to Suibian Temple. I imagine it will be stopped then. The proxy's been captured. Yeah. So they will say no. Sorry, I was trapped. Did not leave. Argue with facts and logic. I don't. Blah 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 blah. Go again with attention to passages.
Huh?
Gather. Oh, let's see what this ping brings upon us. Show some respect. This motherfucker on her Roomba. Following orders, blah blah blah. Yeah, 11 would say that. Following orders solely shoot the items that were solely wrong. Don't understand, Crimson Loom. Are they gonna knock him the fuck out? Yeah, okay, I'll say whatever the fuck. How about I have Fairy take your financial records and post them to internet? No, I wouldn't do that to a random person. Okay, let's keep going with the main story.
Captain, Proxy made it through the interrogation unscathed.
A significant change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. Looks like you passed the test. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure enemy torture?
What? You know what? Let's get going. You know what? I'm gonna go produce for the memes.
With you already calling me the villain, I figured I'd better get good at dodging torture.
The Major General may be tough to deal with, But interrogating the mayor's envoy? That kind of thing doesn't happen in the Obsidian Division.
Does it not? Isolde explains the Berserker's orders to everyone.
Temporarily restricting the proxy's movements and communications? What does that mean?
It means we've got your precious faith and locked away. No way out, and no texting or calling family.
Try me, motherfucker.
That's just so...
That's terrible!
I'll just go with that rebel. I like Trigger. I'm gonna mess with her.
Then would end up getting caught one day.
On the plus side, at least the legendary proxy Phaethon was caught by Obel Squad. The Major General's idea of hospitality might be questionable, but for a soldier, orders are orders.
So, as much as we regret it, the legendary proxy Phaethon will have to stay put in Phylum Heights for a while.
We'll see about it.
You sure you're sorry, Captain? I'm pretty sure you were holding back a laugh just now.
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense against the Hollows.
That's not what he asked. She asked.
Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication functions.
So how about we don't do that shit? Oh, but we allowed it. That's the difference for synchronization. Only wireless frequency it's okay.
My apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom like this. And I'm not exactly your biggest fan. But I hope you won't hold it against Isolde or the squad.
You'll get your karma eventually, I'm sure.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight orders carry for.
Why couldn't I tell them to fuck off?
Temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation
I
go
would tell them to fuck off.
People of Wi-Fi Peninsula safe. I'll gladly go along with it.
I never thought you'd show such resolve, Proxy. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you? Just a heads up, she's not exactly the caring type.
Wait. Okay. I would have misgendered that tail. You know, that's not important. Yeah, whatever.
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
No, I don't fucking care. Blah blah blah. Yeah, through the HDD, I figured as much that we have our coverage channels. And see, it is weird, but then everyone in Obel Squad is weird. So, but yeah, what a peculiar creature this one. But what are you doing for equipment managers? Let's see. Is that great? Do you agree? Make sure your tech files real bug is crucial so when you drop up, go right ahead. Don't have any equipment anyway. I mean, you can detect any gear on the proxy. Can't check. Are they trying to fucking probe me for more shit? We'll see. We'll see. Like the proxy has some device that is oddly familiar. Yeah, that's my love ends. Sorry about that. Don't worry, proxy. It might get hard for times, but when it comes to tech, you can always counter. Okay. Such a routine maintenance kit. Common proxy. Can I say no? And in. Thank you for this thing. Whatever. Let's see. It's interesting that Orphe is a single person, and Magus the tail, which is like their leader, isn't. Whatever. Let's keep going. Oh, well, because it's all here. Time to start today's routine maintenance. Today's routine maintenance. Inspector treated Squid Vampire Seed. Well, that's a PU. Well, which one of you? Stop. Mercury. That's the bamboo. Mercury, here. Just take a look and see if this little Colby has got anything wrong with it. Well, yeah, it looks like a piece of coal, I suppose. I'm actually not gonna try to interpret the bank balance. I actually need to receipt as much. And then on the comms module ships speedrun. Gotta remember to get those parts replaced. Hoping again. Hear me on radio during the version. I'm gonna kick your butt. Aye. Trigger sniper rifle. Well, that's important piece of equipment indeed. Cutting in and again shit. Look at you. Your weapons in flawless shape, just like yeah. That was kind of to be expected. Trigger is meticulous, as I've understood about her character. Sniper weapon is sold in the battlefield after all. Yeah, that's true. Boring. No, it's Orphe and Captain Magus' turn. That's right. You're not letting a finger on me. Yeah. The tail is Tsundere. Let's say that was what. Come to Captain. Quite swing around my tail. Well, at the end of the tail anyway. The exercise is good to shape or well or free, but it tells us where up here. No doubt due to the captain's reckless fighting style. It gives her all income, but I'll try to stay in sync with Orphe's movements. Captain Magus, you're using that nitro fuel again, aren't you? Second assessment, putting a roll. He's been drinking again. Oh. I was forgetting dental hygiene. Oh, nice. Oh, sure. Well, yeah, my eyes have the attachments to the HDD. 10% more. You were just looking for an excuse to stare at the box. Interesting. You're dismissed. Get some rest and make sure your gear's serviced at Clapping. Roxy, don't look your eyes. She knows. But that will be interesting. Confirm that when it is resting your freedom corporate squad. Return to D10 to rest. For some cover from the soldiers' cases and re-establishing connection to the series with a small sense of relief.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted, unlike the second assistant.
Yeah, sure.
You really can't stop chasing that first assistant title, can you? When will you finally understand that as her sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
Come on.
All right, you two, enough arguing. I'm just the pitiful, useless captured proxy here, while you two are elite hackers, okay?
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured, Master remains an elite hacking expert.
Yeah, the AI is all about like being subservient to us. Meanwhile, our brother is like they don't give a fuck about it. Well, they give a fuck about him, but they're secondary.
Save your useless sympathy, first assistant. Luckily, not even the hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal, so the Defense Force's jamming is barely an inconvenience.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Of course you did.
Which means Bell can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I'll send the data. But are they gonna intercept it? Fucking CIA style? Let's see.
I saw some new data with my ion plants in the hollow. I need you to run some calculations. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Bell, just like always.
Noted.
Then leave clearing out the hollow to me and Noble Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Bell.
The bed between you feels so foreign. Hard to rest well that night, but as with all things, it eventually passes. Commotion rises from the outpost beyond the tent. Scorpion sees riders. Let's go take a look at what's happening. Oh, Mercury is fucked, it seems. Let me get also some more metal music here. Also, I much prefer music in English to Japanese because I cannot understand any Japanese. Let's go for this one. Good. And sort of an interruption, but let's get back at it. Now, what has had the Bangbu spazzing out? And no, indeed. Still not the problem. But it's a different one? Is this the one you brought back to Hollow? Yes, Captain. The Bangbu squad seems to have been attacked and there's with a distress signal rush over. What about the soldiers, Scott? Oh, they're, well, lying there covered in blood. I mean, they're not breathing, kind of lying there. They are killed. Press F to play. Press F in chat to pay respects. The Bangbu project report happened when they ran into the enemy, but it's badly damaged. Do we have any technical? Well, I may have some Bangbu experience. Yep, let's go. It's a mini game. Well, it's one of the simpler ones. Boom, 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 boom. Boop, 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 boop. This was just an inverse inside the hollow stream through. Oh, stream out through the Bang Boost data port. Do we want to actually see them though?
All units be advised. At 3 o'clock, 300 meters. A cluster of miasma. Ethereal presence confirmed. Something's off. Are those humans coming out of there?
Okay.
Look! Someone's crawling out of the miasma. Why are they wearing Defense Force uniforms?
So people getting corrupted. Ratatatatata.
Fight back! Enemy spotted at 3 o'clock. More at 5 o'clock.
Hmm.
Oh, is it the Exaltus troops in disguise?
I like how they barely censored that. But gunfire echoes all around, and yeah, shit's fucked you. It is a zombie apocalypse. Well, ethereal apocalypse. The deafening gunfire grows louder, gradually drowning out. Blah, blah, blah. The gunfire and roars gradually fade away, and everything returns to silence. White noise grows louder. Skipping ahead.
It's just as the Overseer said. Even a miracle like resurrection is nothing for the Creator.
Don't let joy blind you, my dear brother. Until we stand before the Creator, every miracle is just a small step toward the gate of the final domain.
Ominous much.
Don't worry. My joy hasn't clouded my judgment, and my knowledge as a researcher remains sharp. The large-scale miasma activation experiment has already begun ahead of schedule. They'll never catch up to us on our path to the Creator.
I find it funny that the YouTube algorithm decided to play "Everybody Dies" in the background music, but you know it works. And so let's the miasma. They look at the dead booked but alive. Right, it's zombie apocalypse. The dead. There's military from the old capital. Several military, if they throughout the return. Oh. Says the tale. Could be the ghosts of those old others if they're shooting at those conscripts. They're not down there, not like some kind of miasma creature. Still, the fact that the secure state is a form of defense for soldiers means the creature. Enemies notice defense force might be beyond their imagination. Besides, it's just gonna measure perfectly. Didn't let any causes escape, so there's no way the access should be aware of proofs. I mean, they would have probably had knowledge that we wiped out their stronghold, but sure. The report is on the. Let's go. She's already face palming. This will be fun for her. To get a bit of a Scott, you prefer Isolde on what you saw in the footage.
The Exaltists have already figured out that we're launching a full-scale operation?
So it seems.
So far, only Obel Squad's scouting mission involved direct combat. What that recon team ran into was likely just an unfortunate accident. But your operation was flawless, and no part of the plan was leaked. That means either the Exaltists are more perceptive than we thought, or some unit acted outside my command and carried out an unsanctioned mission.
But Lorenz handed over command of this operation to you.
And someone ignored shit. I guess we have another corruption case in. We'll see. We'll see. I'll suspect the Porsche Lumex remaining leader, but we'll see.
So if we rule out interference from higher up, the only one who could have mobilized troops without the Colonel's approval is...
Mm-hmm. Only the Major General himself.
Looks like Colonel Isolde has it even tougher than I do when it comes to dealing with a demanding superior.
Orphe, you don't actually think I'm that difficult to deal with, do you?
At this point, arguing with my superior won't do any good.
So if we want the raid to stay on track, we'll have to strike even faster.
While I usually think you're a little too reckless, Magus, this time, I agree with you.
Yeah, let's get shit done.
Swift as the wind, fierce as fire, and unknowable as shadow. That's the essence of Blitz tactics. At least according to a Yunque Summit scroll. Since the enemy already knows we're coming, let's seize this rare opportunity and strike before they're ready.
Yep, let's get shit done.
Mobile squad, gear up and get ready.
Yes, Captain Magus.
I'm about to start deploying troops to launch the offensive. Proxy, both the battlefield and the hollows can shift in an instant. Make sure you're fully prepared. We aren't as ready as we could have been. The Obsidian Division will handle the battlefield, but when it comes to the hollow, you're the only one we can count on.
So then, you shall count on me.
Leave it to me. On my reputation as a legendary proxy and my honor as the mayor's envoy, I won't let you down. I'm counting on all of you, too. Please, don't betray the trust the people have placed in the Defense Force.
Save it. We're well aware.
What the captain means is, Obel never fails a mission.
The president has two main objectives. First, to gather intel on enemy special knowledge, and second, to eliminate the key Easter spaces. Alright? Ready and move out. In a surprise attack, every second counts. And yes, we shall do exactly that. I think we need some heavier music for this.
The Exaltists on high alert, like a startled bird ready to flee. We can't risk the Exaltist corps members escaping right under our noses. We have to strike quickly and hit their key bases.
Based on the intelligence we have, the target's stronghold in this operation is very likely the Exaltist's main base.
Okay. The intel may not be complete.
I'm not usually one to spoil the mood, but from what I've seen of the Exaltists, they're not that easy to pin down. Which raises the question, can we really trust the intel from the Defense Force?
You really know your way around intelligence and information warfare, Proxy. But it's Isolde's strategy and intel that have been key to the Defense Force's success so far. I understand your concerns, but I've no reason to doubt the reliability of Isolde's intel.
For now. You really trust him.
Captain Magus, You sure have a lot of trust in Commander Isolde, don't you?
That's how the military works.
Because Captain Magus and Commander Isolde were comrades in arms. They fought side by side years ago.
Technically, fighting side by side isn't exactly accurate. But yes, Isolde and I go way back. He's a comrade, a senior, and my commanding officer. In fact, Obel Squad itself wouldn't exist without Isolde's support and guidance. If I can't trust Isolde, then there might not be anyone left in Obsidian Division I can trust.
I see.
I understand. So please believe me, when I'm acting as your proxy, my one and only goal is to lead you all to where you're meant to be.
Let's get some more metal music.
There's an unusual silence in the air.
What should I play? You know what? Here's Spirit Box Softspine cover by OB Katie Cat. I think that will hit right.
There's an unusual silence in the air.
Good.
The Defense Force people are here. Yeah. Who goes there? Petty thugs blocking the way to the Creator.
And
the Creator will not forgive them.
Yet we annihilate you.
Pave the way for
Oh.
our master's return.
Oops, I can't really control my strength.
Copy.
Crossfire!
Oh.
Let's see. Recalibrating.
Boom, boom, boom.
Stay on your feet.
Cover me, Morphe!
Get behind me.
Whoa, okay. That I did not expect that one.
Not over yet!
Keep distance. Sustain fire.
And that should be it. Let me raise the volume a little bit and get into a mix of obligating cat. And there we go.
Scouting, all clear.
Why isn't... Yeah, that's better. Boop. Boop. Now we have some proper metal here. And proper battle music. Oh no, Fairy is just straight up accessing us. Answering the horse's call, wrongfully killed soldiers rise from the underworld, floated in flames of vengeance. What a difference was soldiers. Us, the order straight right. Perhaps they were blessed with witnessing the Creator's true form in the underworld. The milestone is incomplete. The remaining intelligence need to be obtained as well. Only killed soldiers, but those was emerging from the by wearing 11-year-old universe. They died protecting New Eridu. existence on how dare they desecrate the honor of fallen souls. Unforgivable. Unacceptable! Yep. Good stuff. Everyone guard. Again, what he is sort of allied with the
Which unit are you in? According to Commander Izolda's orders, aside from Oval Squad, there shouldn't be any other squads assigned to raid his base.
Izolda may be the acting commander for this op, but our squad reports to Major General Lorenz.
And there it is.
So, these idiots are the ones who alerted the Exaltists to our plan. And it was all under orders from the Major General?
Mind your tone. The Major General sent us because he was worried you wouldn't be able to handle this alone. We're here to support the operation.
And you fucked up.
Support the operation? We were just out there fighting alone as a single squad.
That's right. And we really do appreciate it. Without you taking the brunt of the Exaltists' attention, we couldn't have made it to their headquarters from the flank so smoothly. We have to apologize. We accidentally beat you to it and ended up taking the credit for wiping out the Exaltists' main
I don't
base.
trust this guy.
Credit? That's meaningless. Is this really the attitude of new recruits in Obsidian Division these days?
Acting all high and mighty. You're just a gun. Do you really think yourself so important?
You've gone and pissed her off. Let's see what the gun has to say for it. So,
I may be a rookie,
for herself.
but at least I'm not a washed-up old dog like you.
Nice.
Watch it! The captain has given everything to protect the city. You don't deserve to...
It's okay, Orphe. As long as they really did take out the Exaltists, then they've helped safeguard New Eridu, which makes them our comrades.
Even among comrades, there are plenty of annoying ones. If you ask me, we should just take this guy away and cover it up as an accident caused by an Exaltist attack.
Hey, are you threatening me?
Stay focused, soldier.
Are you threatening me? I am the great Cornholio.
Been completely cleared.
Yeah, that's actually the most essential thing.
Several creatures took advantage of the chaos to escape. We had other orders to carry out, so we didn't have time to pursue them while clearing the base.
So, you did not only not clear it completely, but you also let people escape. So you fucked up. I'm just translating shit here.
Other orders? What could be more important than wiping out the Exaltists?
Capturing technology.
Fools. They can't even handle something this simple properly. Opal soldiers, let's move out. Once again, it's up to us to clean up after these fools. Opal, gear up and get ready.
Yes,
We proceed.
Captain Magus. Is it my turn to fight?
Hello. Shit's on fire, yo.
The Exaltists are fleeing in all directions.
Well, let's then stab them. Oh.
Hopefully we can still find some useful documents and materials.
Yes, let's ride the Roomba. And drop the documents. Let's see. What do we have here? We're working with Porcelumix, but exactly the same state separation. Oh yeah, we already knew that they were working together. Soldiers didn't die protecting the city. That through this. Dun dun dun. Motherfuckers! The file ends here with that warning. Well, I guess we can't handle the truth. Well, we can handle the truth. We need to find it in the next console. The record of the hardware will be removed, but the missing data cannot be retrieved. Damn it! Of all places, the data had to be missing at the most crucial point. That's you know what? Whatever. Soldiers didn't die protecting the city. Just what have these exhausted learned? Is nothing but a destruction the planet do on purpose? Well, it might be, but still, it's clear that the Exil's remnants were spooked by the Major General's unit tactics of recklessly. That's why they moved the key data. So I guess we have no choice but to press on. Virumba on. Next fight. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. Almost got hit.
I can't really control my strength.
Oh. Good.
Everything is moving along smoothly, Mr. Lucro.
Okay.
We'll be counting on you again this time.
Hello?
Major General Lorenz, you're here in the Hollow. In person?
You're the squad his oldest spoke so highly of. Codename Obel, wasn't it? This is quite a surprise. You arrived even faster than I expected. It's just as Colonel Isolde said, you're quite a capable squad.
Given that you're leading this entire operation, I'd expect you to be at the command post. The person with you is...
You must be Mr. Lucro. We met briefly at the Porcelumix Safety Inspection Reception Banquet.
A reception banquet? For a safety inspection? That makes no sense.
This, gun certainly has a blunt matter of speech. Anyway, we are acquainted from the banquet, aren't we? Also involved with the Obsidian Division, I see. For someone so young, you must have made quite the impact with the military.
Not so, Mr. Lucro. This young lady is the mayor's envoy, specially sent by the kind-hearted Mr. Mayflower to oversee our work.
I'm just doing my duty. Please, the title of envoy is a bit too much. I feel like it's a little too high and mighty.
So you're a distinguished guest from city administration. My apologies. Please excuse the poor welcome.
Well, get this angle monitor off.
So, what brings you here, Major General, Mr. Lucro, and these troops who've been acting without Colonel Isolde's orders?
My troops and I have our reasons for being
Yes, I'm sure.
You're a veteran, Captain Magus. Even if you don't fully grasp what overstepping means, you should at least know not to ask about classified military matters. Mind your tongue, Captain. After all, besides your sharp tongue, there's not much else you have left.
Oof.
Major General, shouldn't we be going? Staying too long in areas with high ether activity isn't good for my health.
You're right, Mr. Lucro.
They fuck off.
Aside from that clerk I met at the Special Military Affairs desk, these are honestly the two most annoying people I've ever had to listen to. Sorry, Captain Magus. It was wrong of me to speak disrespectfully about a commanding officer.
I'll let it slide this time, Orphe. If I weren't afraid of getting you all tried at a military tribunal, I'd have turned every curse word into high-energy laser blasts right at their faces.
And then...
This place is not only a key Exaltus stronghold, but also one of their major research facilities. One of Porcelumex's executives previously worked with the Exaltists. Many of their facilities were originally Porcelumex's assets as well. And now under Lucro's lead, Porcelumex has formed ties with the defense force. It's clear why they're here.
They're...
You're making my head spin. Isn't it just those two plotting how to profit?
Goodness. Commander Lorenz is such a bad person.
Sorry, see.
Orphe is still caught up in that naive teenage mindset of seeing the world in just good and bad.
Goodness, Orphe. You really are a fool. But I can't say you're wrong this time. They chose to meet in the Hollow, likely to stay under the radar. Either way, Obol's mission continues. Everyone, we keep pursuing the escaping Exaltists.
We do that.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Someone's eliminated by flickering candlelight. Right over here, the one wants to debate just plan. They're feeling pretty proud of themselves. They've wasted enough time on William's discussions that Fully still thinks he's already claimed enough victories. Mevorak will remember this name. Could be trying magic for this demo. The Various was the worst of the being necessary sacrifices. They died for that fate overseer. So I brought back from the underworld, as usual. So just right in front of me. Screw, really. Still, it was for the right cause. Then even you and I must be willing to give our lives. So the greater negotiation audience with the creator. He's gonna sacrifice her at some point, calling it random. Yeah, it is, but do you still open? You'll still. I know you have other intentions, but you'll still open the battle general, would you? Like I was here. I'm wondering, confusion on one spot more than once, but the whispers I haven't gone through, figured it out. So, my goal. Let's see. I'll open the creator for you. Yeah, she's gonna get fucked. And I'm not until that away, but in a pre-verbal way. Means your sacrifice and mine are justified. But then with the fiddle of my life. That one's a real handle. Not that I let it go easily. But Elite's quarter stairs has been a serious side. What is the extra may be an unexpected variable, but I've already set the course for how their tale unfolds. Don't back them into a corner unless you have to. That was unreasonable. May the creator refine us. And then black screen. At least we have good music. Here's another echo from the military camp, which has been so quiet the past few days.
Huh?
This was last week. What's going on? Trying to see what's the soldiers doing. Does this what up? Anyways, not really. I set up the Apostles card? No. Then leadership for the magical secret easy victory. Sure, we didn't land the big one. That one. Okay, dude. What did you also go fuck yourself? What the fuck are you doing here? Come back and work. Put anything here just to make sure you get out, Shepard. Just unshareable. And you're attempting to manipulate me to do what? Cash on program without incident. Next. Ferox is removed. It's quite the whole. So, okay. You're attempting to say that that's the only thing you got. Be the most challenging guy, but he's gonna be panel. Shoot, provide minor trainer, and I know the pins of backlog. The original was mean from seeing the potential for us to work together. Yeah, sure. Someone like you always brings fun to the game. So you made it. Naturally, I'm pleased to see you made it back in one piece. Blah blah. The obscure. Strings at center is good to the first simple stem. It's unlawful blah blah blah. Simple and better fractions. Casting subordinates have been tracked down and it's clear. They belong to the company. Operates for positive transfer. Use assisting the risk. Risk. Order an evacuation of Wi-Fi person. Doesn't say that. It's like it's time for me. I can't shop. What the fuck? Victory party. And the party mightn't be short-lived. But what to the next? Here's one. So we wondered. So easy. Don't be that easy. So we can't keep this minor outlook for. Alright, dude. Let's go. There's something wrong about this. There is something wrong about it. Okay. No. I'll relax once you take this fucking ankle monitor off. Sure, I'll change it for it.
Peninsula have been wiped out under our thunderous assault. Once again, we've brought justice and victory to the people of New Eridu, like every triumph before. Give it up for yourselves, soldiers. Cheer for victory! And let's hear it for our brilliant commander, Major General Loren!
I hate to be that girl, but isn't it a bit early to celebrate?
That commander sure seems to be soaking up the cheers.
A typical big shot, huh?
You're right to be concerned, Proxy. There are still Exaltist stragglers roaming inside and outside the Hollow, and the Obscura in the city haven't been fully inspected yet.
As far as I know, the key Exaltist leaders are still on the loose. They've managed to slip away after every encounter so far. The Exaltists will still be a threat until they're taken out. Even though Nevarok was severely injured by Ishu and Shifu, and the Exaltists suffered heavy losses, there's still no sign of them backing down. Miasma activity is still spreading. Key people like Sarah still hold major influence.
Ishwan, High Preceptor of Yunquai Summit? I've heard the name before.
How come I don't see Colonel Isolde anywhere? As the operations leader, shouldn't she be here to celebrate?
Isolde has been unwell recently and went back to the city to rest. She's also been absent from meetings for the past few days.
Maybe the commander's like Proxy and isn't fond of these kinds of gatherings. She might have just found an excuse to slip away.
You might be right. That does sound like her. In any case, we've dealt a heavy blow to the Exaltists. And after fighting on the verge of life and death, the soldiers really needed a victory to boost their morale.
That doesn't sound like something our strict Captain Magus would say.
Think of it as me trying to lift everyone's spirits. As soldiers, it is our duty to obey orders. So even when we have doubts, we can't launch investigations on our own.
If you take action without orders, you'll be standing trial at a military tribunal.
Yep.
I might not mind, but I'm sure Seed Senior would stop us.
I don't want anyone ending up in front of a military tribunal either.
Right. Since it is a military order, the Major's restriction on you can't be lifted until the operation is officially
So, how about I
Sorry about that, Proxy.
inspire them?
Obel Squad and all the other soldiers have already given so much to protect New Eridu. Everyone should enjoy this hard-earned victory.
Thank you, Proxy.
Mas verder, you have no right to stop moving forward. Excuse me, my special boy. Easy going out into the last special message from Bigwig from Tops is here to see you. Tops? No, specifics. I'll have to go to see for yourself. Okay, in that case, I'll be right back on some ads. So, pre-rolls, fuck off. this OBK cat covers, they're like fucking epic. She actually had a live concert at the Vexpo. So she's from the UK, and she was in a UK place, and she showed the whole concert on stream. Birmingham is not like my first travel destination, but for that concert, yeah, maybe I would have wanted to visit that particular city. I have actually been there once. I was there for a hacker conference. No, it wasn't in Birmingham. It was in a small city or small town nearby. But okay, the ads are done. Let's get back into ZZZ and let's see where the rest of this chapter takes us. And I'm getting scammers on peak. Yeah, I just needed to tell a scammer to fuck off. Hello, Damien. What the fuck you want?
Actually, I've already heard about Lucro personally entering the Hollow and the Major General's movements. Besides relocating Porcelumex and the Exaltis stock of Porcelume, they're rounding up trusted members who served under Ferox, including my poor colleagues who fled into the Hollow's labs, fearing a purge.
So, Damien is an opportunist that we reluctantly partnered up with in a previous chapter of the main story.
The dust hasn't even settled, yet they're already discarding what they no longer need, proving that the only thing crueler than one ruthless boss is another. I have no place in Tops any longer. And the Defense Force won't seek justice for a stray like me.
So, you kind of fucked.
Even though you played a major role in taking down Ferox, your new boss won't tolerate you for long, will he?
Exactly. I can't stand stray dogs like you always sniffing out scraps to survive. Like I ever had a choice. I'm just trying to stay alive. Honestly, I was already planning to turn to you and Yunquay Summit for help. Regardless of our differences, you are among the few in Waifei Peninsula who have the power, care about justice, and are willing to hear me out.
And what's in it for you?
A stray like me is used to bowing and begging.
Well,
unfortunately, no matter how much power we might have, we're just as constrained as you are now. I can't contact anyone at Yunquay Summit for assistance either. But if it's just to keep you safe...
It's alright. Just when I was at my wit's end, Miss Savior appeared.
A small figure suddenly springs from behind him.
Hiya! I'm the savior he was talking about. It's funny, Most company employees usually see me as a disaster. Who would have thought I'd ever be called a savior?
Now, are you a savior or are you a disaster? I mean, you've got balls of steel, so I'll give you the Duke Nukem thing. No,
Allow me to introduce you. This is Miss Zhao from TOPS, affiliated with the Krampus Compliance Authority.
Krampus. So they steal Christmas?
Nice to meet you, Miss Zhao. The Krampus Compliance Authority. Is that the name of another company within TOPS? It doesn't sound as familiar to me as the other big companies.
That's alright. Most people haven't heard of it. Krampus isn't actually a company. Our role is to inspect, decide on, and enforce regulations.
I see.
Brutal competition is an inherent flaw of the market system. For the members at the round table, it doesn't matter if a company's executives are tearing each other apart. However, the condition is that all actions by the company and its management must comply with the core rules and interests of the Alliance. The business game doesn't always let us play by the rules. That's the round table's mercy. But when those rule breakers go too far, the strict mother reaches out with her black branch. This time, Porcelumix has clearly stepped out of line.
So we have yet another, like, behind-the-scenes actor. New Eridu never changes. This was. So you know what? Let's go with that.
I think I get why the corporations might see members of Krampus as a disaster. Even so, having regulators like you is probably a key reason TOPS has managed to maintain its strong position in the city.
So, it's not hard for you to understand why I see Miss Zhao as my savior, right?
We'll only know whether I'm your savior or your disaster once all the investigations are complete.
Better than letting someone like Lucro treat you like a fish on a chopping board, right?
Although he isn't really a friend, I do sort of get Damien's style. He's determined to survive this brutal game, but he's also someone who never crosses the line.
Huh. You've got sharp and beautiful eyes. I hope you'll never become the enemy of Krampus.
I hope you never cross us. Phaeton is a force to be reckoned with.
And that when those eyes look at me again, they won't be filled with hostility, Miss Bell.
So, the Krampus member, don't look from. This might be a small center, but company presence near orange red that dissolved. Late. Sure. No, that's proxy, not. But sure. Same answer. It's not the same as deep yet. Well, this way from the to invite a special nighttime operation. Let's see. Nighttime. Is a party? Still like sniper. So creep behind RP and suddenly rises surprise. What, they're gonna tickle her?
Soldier Orphe!
have the proxy as an accomplice too?
You've got it all wrong, Orphe. I had no idea those two were planning to scare you.
Captain Magus is asleep. Don't wake her up. We should let her rest.
Is it time for the captain's self-diagnostics?
Is Orphe more worried about waking the captain or about the captain catching you secretly enjoying some prohibited items?
Excuse me. First of all, my concern for the captain is absolutely genuine. Second, the field manual doesn't list lemon-flavored chips under prohibited foods during deployment. I have every right to protest Captain Magus's executive decision to declare all snacks as prohibited.
Oh. Well, then why doesn't Orphe protest when the captain's actually awake?
I'm sure Orphe has her own reasons.
Anyway, if Orphe doesn't want us to tell the captain...
How about sharing some of those lemon chips with us?
Ooh, Blackburn.
Seed and Trigger are robbing me again!
Isn't this just a regular part of our night ops briefing?
The law doesn't punish the majority, Orphe.
Then, the proxy should also share the responsibility.
A special mission to get rid of lemon-flavored chips? Count me in!
Lemon-flavored chips sound peculiar. But even Trigger numbers of it. I don't just got it up. Let's see about it. How can I say that?
Proxy, there's something I need to talk to you about. It's about the captain.
Go on.
Let me guess. It's something that you can only say when Captain Magus is asleep?
That's right. Proxy, I want to apologize on behalf of the captain for her bad attitude toward you during the mission. But there's a reason why the captain acted that way.
Oh, just joking.
I trust that you know the captain, Orphe. Otherwise, why would you trust her so much? Come to think of it, you and Magus make a pretty unique team. A soldier paired with an intelligent weapon construct.
An intelligent construct? No, the captain is more than that. Can I trust you, Proxy?
Sure.
Like I said, just like you trust Captain Magus.
I'm just a gunner. A soldier, here to support Captain Magus. Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. That's how they would comfort me, if Captain Magus and the others were here. But no. I know that I'm not someone special. From the moment I was born, being a gunner has been my sole purpose and mission. In the disaster 11 years ago, New Eridu lost so much. It lost so many of its soldiers. The Defense Force's last remaining gemstone, Obsidian Division, also suffered heavy losses.
So we know that Soldier 11 is one of clones. So I guess this is just another batch of clones? Well, we'll see.
At the time, the military had launched various research projects. Enhanced soldiers, cybernetic soldiers even. Cloned soldiers.
Yeah.
It sounds brutal, doesn't it? But if it weren't for these cruel projects, Obsidian Division might never have lasted this long.
But we already know this from a previous chapter, so what up?
I was also born at that time, cloned from a legendary soldier, and designed to aid that legendary soldier as an assistant. That legendary soldier's military code name was Magus.
Oh.
The soldier's original body has long been destroyed. All that remains now is a backup of her consciousness, or what you could call her soul, stored within the weapon. Even in death, she's still wielded as a weapon by the Defense Force. Though Captain Magus always says it's what she wanted, is it really a blessing? Or a curse? All things considered, I'm quite lucky. Selfish, even. I stole her body, her name. You could even say I stole her life. But Captain Magus has never cared about that. She'd just say to me, Orphe, my life was far too boring. You should live your own life. I know the looks in my comrades' eyes often carry sympathy or pity, mockery, or even disgust. Still, I can't help but feel that I'm lucky. I met Captain Magus, I met Obel Squad, and even crossed paths with someone as strong and interesting as you, Proxy. I know there's nothing special about the way I was born, but you all keep telling me, Orphe, you're being too hard on yourself again. You're special. You're one of a kind. Yet, the cold glass tanks, the tasteless nutrient fluids, those eyes filled with sympathy, pity, mockery, or disgust, they all proved one thing. I'm nothing special. They all told me I'm just a pathetic, tragic person.
That's kind of fucked.
But you all keep telling me over and over again, you're one of a kind, Orphe.
I don't know you, but I have nothing against you.
I can leave those glass tanks in the past. I just don't want to let your expectations down. Rather than those cold, lifeless glass tanks, I want the warmth of Captain Magus. I'd rather have my noisy Obel Squad and you, the cool Proxy.
Yep.
Our pasts, whether it's mine or Captain Magus's, are not what define us. Although Captain Magus often jokingly calls you the villain, that's all just talk. Our pasts are not what define us. Instead, it's up to us to determine our destinations.
No, I think she's still kind of an asshole.
As a Proxy, you'll lead us to the right place. I believe in you, Proxy.
Okay. Let's actually return to the base and rest. Unless we can go there. No. Hey, how about now? Off limits for now. Okay, so salute. Salute these nuts. Okay, so that's just a standard bamboo, so the one that was fucked up wasn't the one that is in the Obel Squad. Hey, no. Let's celebration and combination with LEDs reestablished. Re-established. How's it going?
Barry, have you finished calculating the exact coordinates of the blind spot in Lemnian Hollow's most active area?
Affirmative. HDD data sync complete. Transmitting coordinate data to EOS's Carrot module now.
Oh, Belle, finally. The exact coordinates are now locked in. The next step is to move out with Obel Squad and take them out in one strike.
challenge.
Negative. Lorenz's forces have currently halted all further operations, so Obel Squad is unauthorized to act without orders. Could you send a message to Ishu and Shifu? Actually, scratch that. Better send it to Senior Fufu instead. Shifu never replies to messages. Just say, Junior Bell needs your help. It's urgent. Please ask Ishu and Shifu to come to the rescue. P.S. Don't let the defense force find out.
Poor Junior Bell is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. Come rescue her immediately. P.S. Keep a low profile and avoid any clashes with the defense force.
You know, no, that's exactly what you sent the little tiger.
Aren't you over-exaggerating a bit?
This concerns the safety of Waifei Peninsula. A little exaggeration won't hurt, right?
No, it's wait for him.
All we can do now is pray that Yunquei Summit sends help soon. Who knows what kind of mess the Exaltists might be stirring up in the Hollow, while Lorenz is basking in the limelight. There's no time to waste. I'm logging off now.
Chirping. Please. Well, that was fast. Chirp, 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 chirp. I mean, correctly. First tablets. What if it was like everything in the air for 1 minute and then heavy light stones in late next? By the time we come back to this, you better have arrived. Second temple? Or are we in... where?
I think I just had a dream. Am I dreaming? Or is this really Swabian Temple?
My disciple. Fufu told me poor Junior Bell is suffering cruel mistreatment at the hands of the defense force. It's urgent. And that I need to stay low and avoid any clashes with them.
Word for word! The message came straight from Junior Bell's brother!
By the way, I'm here too.
Someone's messing with our junior out there. That's the last straw. Shifu, it's time we step in and get an explanation, don't you think?
What do you mean by step in? Junior Bell just looks a little dazed, that's all. I don't see any signs of cruel mistreatment.
Interesting technique you used there.
Did Ishu and Shifu use a technique to bring me to Swabian Temple?
Seems you're finally catching on now.
Your safety, of course, is our highest priority. But given how you contacted us in such a rush, I assume you've run into some trouble with the military?
Come on, Junior Bell! What happened out there that made you call Shifu for help? Don't worry, you can tell us. We're all here for you.
That's right. All your seniors are here.
Let's Intel probably preferring on with all accompanying suspicions and speculation for everyone.
Cunning as always. Certainly sounds like the Exaltists.
If the defense force can't deal with those scoundrels, then we will. When do we set out, Shifu?
No need to be hasty. Let Junior Bell get some proper rest first.
Been going for almost 3 hours. I'm still good. Unless I'm going to check on a friend of mine. like fellow streamer's parent is having well, I will sort of inform you guys if need be. I'm checking. Yeah, I got a urgent message. Okay. Actually, nothing I could do about it. Let's go back into here and here and here. Push. Just proxy without a ship, that's nothing. Damn soldiers are there to look much here. Listen. Well. Independence and the person that kitchen bases hidden away. So one from those still has a stake. Can't be taken back. Defense was the first, second, then the person will have no choice but rules or for him to take action. There are threats both inside and outside our world. Because it's sharpens serving on the six of course.
Hand over the proxy!
Okay, could wisdom force on the sense protein.
I was wondering who would break into Swabian Temple in the middle of the night. Turns out it's soldiers from the Defense Force. Please be aware that although Phylum Heights is under military control, soldiers have no right to enter private residences without permission. And my temple isn't exactly a place where anyone can just come and go as they please.
What's all this rambling?
I think what this lady means, Captain, is that you barged into someone's home in the middle of the night and caused a big ruckus. And now she's ready to give you a beating.
Give me a beating?
Seed Senior said that if this lady is going to beat you up, he probably won't be able to stop her.
Even with all the Obsidian troops of Wi-Fi Peninsula's support, you probably still couldn't stop me.
High Preceptor Ishwan, this unannounced visit is not meant as a provocation. The person behind you, Phaethon, is currently under our protection.
Under your protection? You mean the mayor's envoy whose freedom is now being restricted?
The temporary restriction on the proxy's movement is both to protect military secrets and to ensure the proxy's safety.
No matter how you look at it, my disciple is safest under my protection.
Listen, you two. There's something more urgent to deal with than my safety.
Proxy, are you okay?
Oh, so the proxy wasn't kidnapped by Yunquei Summit.
Apologies. This is my mistake. I thought it was the city authorities who took the proxy away, trying to extract military information.
I've never cared about military secrets, only about the safety of my disciples and the well-being of New Eridu.
Well then, Proxy, If you went so far as to defy military orders to contact Yunquay Summit, I trust you must have had a good reason.
So this is what the fuck's up.
You mean you're absolutely certain that the Exaltus still have a real stronghold hidden somewhere in the hollow?
Yes. Yes. I kind of hate that Zenith Zero, like, it doesn't matter what you say, it's just like you say the same.
I can't say I'm
Whatever.
completely certain. Not until I enter the hollow myself and reach those coordinates. But as guardians of New Eridu, shouldn't Yunquay Summit and the Defense Force investigate, even if there's only the slightest chance of danger?
Belle, I just received an alert from Fairy.
According to real-time hollow monitoring data, ether activity is rising across the entire Lemnian Hollow. Warning.
They're ascending or
ether
whatever
activity
the fuck.
across Lemnian Hollow is approaching record high levels. Warning. At the current rate of hollow expansion, there is a 17.2% chance that Lemnian Hollow will breach the Zenless limit within 1,026 hours.
What's that voice assistant rambling about this time?
Basically, she's saying that if left unchecked, the hollow might just go boom.
You know what? That's valid. Boom.
The Exaltists in charge of miasma research mentioned experiments on large-scale miasma activation. I suspect they're preparing for what they call the final sacrifice. Based on the intelligence and mission results we've seen, the Exaltists control most of the miasma-rich areas in Lemnian Hollow. They've also mastered the technology to manipulate the unique ether. The current rise in ether activity throughout the Hollow is probably connected to the Exaltists' operations.
If your theory is true, then this currently undiscovered Exaltus base will likely become the central hub for their final sacrifice.
And therein lies our solution.
Exactly. But if we can take out their hidden base, the sacrifice ritual won't happen, and the Hollow's rising activity will be back under control.
How do you manage to sigh with a mechanical throat like that?
Although I tried to ignore some of the seemingly fabricated technical terms, they still managed to lose me. So essentially, we head in, confirm whether any Exaltist rats are still stirring up trouble, and if they are, we wipe them out. That should eliminate the threat, right?
Wow, Captain Magus. You actually understood everything this time. Amazing.
And let's move out. Opal Squad will personally eliminate the looming shadow that threatens White Peninsula.
But Captain Magus, weren't you just saying an hour ago that military orders must never be disobeyed?
Disobeying orders? Hardly. We were chasing after Phaethon, who fled all the way into the Hollow with classified military intel.
Based.
Captain Magus, your enthusiasm is truly moving. But you could have just left it to Yunquay Summit.
It's our duty as the Defense Force to wipe out the Exaltists. If our superior officers have failed in that duty, then I'll take responsibility myself. Besides, the Obscura still haven't been fully examined. If a sacrifice really did emerge from the boxes, then defense...
I understand.
Whoop.
My disciples and I will remain on standby at Phylum Heights and fulfill our duty to
I misspoke. If a sacrifice really did emerge from the boxes, then different forces and civils would pay dearly. Yeah.
protect this place.
What?
In that case, the attack plan and the operation start time need to be decided ASAP.
Deploying all of Opal Squad would draw too much attention. We'll need to wait for the right moment. Let's regroup and launch the operation first thing tomorrow morning. All members of the Opal Squad, return to base and get some rest.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Tomorrow's probably going to be a long day.
So it would seem. I think I will tackle the second part of the main quest after sleeping. Yep. I think that's not gonna be a thing. Looks like my viewer numbers dropped off anyway, so I'm gonna do that. I'll let this piece of music finish, and I'll stop after that, because yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll probably be streaming tomorrow. I have a gig to record some videos on Saturday, but Friday, I got nothing. Yeah, thank you for watching.